So most people on social media are telling you to go out there and chase numbers, go chase more followers, go chase more of these vanity metrics that honestly don't even matter. Now, as someone who's actually grown to over 40,000 followers on LinkedIn in just a few years, I can tell you this for sure is that I built a six-figure business and you don't need 100,000 followers. You don't even need 50,000 followers. You just need followers that eventually turn into buyers. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why all these guru things that they're talking about are not true and how you can actually build a sustainable brand and business on social media and on LinkedIn. Okay, so you're already on LinkedIn, you have an offer, you already have a decent audience, maybe you don't have an audience, but you've tried selling and it's honestly not working. Now, the reason why it's not working is because of these three mistakes that you're making. Now, that first one is you're optimizing for views instead of buyers. You want buyers on social media. If you're not getting buyers to your content, then you're ultimately creating content for no real reason. You can get 100,000 views on a post, but if you're not targeting any of your ideal clients, then none of those viewers are going to actually turn into buyers. Therefore, it is impossible to grow your business if you're not attracting buyers instead of views. Now, the second thing is your profile is a resume. It's not a sales page. That's wrong. It should be a sales page. People should go to your profile and they should see exactly what you do, who you help, what you sell, and they should find it helpful to them and they should buy from you based on your profile alone. You shouldn't have to do too much nurturing ahead of time. It should always be from your profile. And that third mistake that you're making right now is you have no system to turn content into convos. If you have no system, if you have no frameworks to fall back on, you have no idea what's working, what's not working, and you have no idea to figure out what you should improve on moving forward, which is my LinkedIn revenue engine. This is a 3-part system, by the way. This is exactly how you're going to start getting more revenue and attract actual clients and actual buyers from your content without having to constantly post to just figure out what's working, even though nothing is working in the first place. Now, going back to earlier, what you see on LinkedIn, what you see on social media is people always telling you to find viral trends, to copy this template, to use this ChatGPT script. You can follow all these viral trends and frameworks and all this stuff. But if you do follow these things, you're just copying systems that are working for someone else. Ultimately, they're probably not going to work for you. So what you want to do is build your own step-by-step system, which what I have is right here to actually help you attract the right buyers for your audience and for your specific offer, because what you're selling, I promise you, is a lot different than what all these other people are selling, including myself. All right, so let's start off with the first thing, which is your LinkedIn banner. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, and you can see I have a couple things in mind for this banner. So the first thing is I've got a main headline, which is this portion right here. So this is essentially what I do for people. And mine is we build your profitable LinkedIn content engine. It's very simple, but it's specific. It tells me exactly what I do for you. And then below that, I say proven systems implemented by 19,000 founders. So some social proof there. So we go from we building a profitable LinkedIn content engine with a little bit of social proof. And at the bottom right, you can see here is a CTA. So what people should do next, I want them to go to my website URL here and they can find my growth systems, you name it. And I've also got a photo of myself here. So I do like to incorporate something of a personalization of the banner. So you can have a picture of yourself, you can have a picture of your offer, maybe a picture of your setup, whatever it is, something that makes it personalized to you. And it's like this grading that kind of like goes off dark here, and then it kind of shows me moving here. So that's going to be the banner there. It's very simple, just a little bit of text. You have your headline, your sub-headline, a picture of yourself, and a CTA, and that's really it. You want to make sure it's very simple and specific, and people can read it really, really fast and get plenty of value from it. Okay, let's move on to the next part of your profile, which is going to be your headline. Now, this is very important. With the new LinkedIn 360 Brew algorithm, your headline is more important than most aspects of your profile. So do not get this step wrong. This is what people are going to see when they first go to your profile. They're going to read this headline. So mine is make LinkedIn your #1 revenue channel. And this is going to be for founders and business owners who are ready to use LinkedIn as their top lead gen platform. And then I say you can get my growth systems and then a little arrow pointing downwards. What you have to do here is first you got to tell people what exactly are you doing. So I'm helping people make LinkedIn their #1 revenue channel. We want people to go all in on LinkedIn. We want you, even the viewer of this video, to go all in on LinkedIn. That's what I want to happen here. The next thing is, who is your content for? Who's your systems for, your offers? And that's going to be for business owners and founders who are ready to use LinkedIn as their top lead gen platform. So I'm not just saying, oh, it's for founders who want to grow. I'm saying it's for founders and business owners, anyone who wants to start a business on LinkedIn, that are ready to use LinkedIn as their top lead gen platform. So I'm not just saying, oh, if you're a founder who wants to grow, I want founders who want to use LinkedIn specifically. That's who I'm targeting. And then I have a CT at the bottom, which is get my growth systems. And you're going to actually find that in my website URL right here, which I can obtain emails, which I'll show later on in this video. But that's going to be the basics of your headline. So who you help, how you help them, and what you're going to help them do, and then maybe a CTA in there, and that's perfect. So let's move on actually to, after the headline, we've got your About section. So this is actually the most underrated portion of anyone's profile, which is the About. So for this part, it's quite simply broken down. So we start off with, if you want to turn LinkedIn into a predictable revenue stream, this is for you. And then you start talking about the problem awareness, okay? So you talk about the problem. And then after the problem, you can say, well, I have a solution for you, which is I run the Growth Innovator program. This is the solution, guys, a 90-day coaching cohort. That's the solution. And it's not by posting more, doing viral things, okay? Then we showcase the basically the breakdown of the course. So we say, okay, month 1, month 2, month 3. So we go from the original who we're targeting, which is the very first part, who we're targeting. Then we talk about the problem here, so the problem. And then we talk about what the actual solution is. So I'm going to say solution. Then we break down the solution below that. And if you keep going down, this is just the extension of it. I have some social proof. So we got social proof here, some client work. And I'm saying basically they're not special. They just stopped guessing and started executing on our systems. So then I say, this is for you if, and then that. And then this is not for you if that. And then lastly, at the bottom of this section of your About, which is going to be the CTA DM me a cohort, reserve your spot here. So I have a link, I have a DM CTA, and that's about it. So to recap this, guys, all you need to do is target who you're helping. So how you're going to do it. That's going to be the top part. This is exactly what you're doing. Then below that, you've got your problem, okay? What's the problem your audience is facing? What's the solution? And then break down the solution, month 1, month 2, month 3, whatever it is that you're selling, and then showcase this is for you if, this is not for you if, and then also say some social proof there, and you're actually good to go. That's going to be your About section. Now, for all these things I'm showing you guys, what you can do is you can actually go to the description of this video, and you're going to find my LinkedIn growth system. You can get it for free, and you're going to get all the systems that I'm using. It's 10 full videos of how you can go from nothing to something on LinkedIn. It's actually breaking down what I'm showing you in this video, but a little more specific. So if you want to copy everything I'm showing you, make sure to go to the description of this video and grab the LinkedIn growth system for 100% free. It'll go to your inbox in your mailbox, and you can get that and start immediately. All right, so moving on, we've got the featured section, one of my favorite spots on your profile. This is really where you start to drive more email signups, you get more calls booked, and actually more sales closed. So the first thing we've got is 2 links. The first thing is my Get the Full LinkedIn Growth System. This is a free lead magnet. And then I have the Work With Me, my cohort. So this is going to be a paid offer. So typically what I recommend in your feature section is 1 free, 1 paid. So we've got 1 free, 1 paid. Now, you can also do 2 paid, you can do 2 free, you can do 1 free, you can do 1 paid. It totally depends on what you want to do, but I'd stick with 2 things max. Don't do more than 2. If you have more than 2 items, you have to scroll through it on desktop. It doesn't look too good, all right? So stick with 2 items. You have your free thing, you have a paid thing. Go in Photoshop or Canva, just create some really basic template here for your feature section, and you're good to go. Now, the next part I want to talk about is actually building out your content strategy. Now, before I get heavy into this, I want to make sure that you understand that creating content for someone that is selling high-ticket offers versus someone that's just trying to grow followers is a complete different strategy. So what I'm sharing with you here is how to both, 1, grow your brand, and 2, sell as much as possible. We don't only focus on getting followers. We don't only focus on selling, because we want to have a little bit of both, so we can both grow our brand and get brand deals, get more collaborations, and work with big companies. And then 2, to also sell a lot to whoever's our ICP in our niche, okay? So we have a balance of selling and growing. That's going to be the difference between this system and most of the content systems you see on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and all these different platforms. Now, as we dive into this, remember that your content should hit your audience's biggest pain points and frustrations. If you don't hit those 2 things, your content really isn't going to sell like you want it to. Now, the first 4 post types that actually convert on LinkedIn are the following. The first thing is behind the scenes. This is huge on how you run your business or your program, and this is going to build trust, and it shows proof. If you're actually showing people the behind the scenes of how you record your YouTube videos, or how you create your LinkedIn content, or how you run your one-on-one coaching program, this is going to build trust and actually shows proof that you're doing what you talk about every single day. Now, the next thing is going to be specific system breakdowns. These are very specific, not too complex, but they are specific. And these are not high level tips, but the actual how to, how you're doing things, the actual how. Now, the third type of post is going to be those personal story posts. Okay. This is a specific moment, a lesson learned, a mistake made. These humanize you and get shared. People love the relatable posts that really talk about the story behind whatever you're doing, your business, personal life, whatever it is. So specific moments, lesson learned, mistakes made, share more of those. And then lastly, this last fourth type of post is value dense image posts. So show your best performing one, break down why it worked, give them the template logic behind it, you name it. So for me, it's going to be showcasing some results that I had. So let's say, for example, I had a student who did 3 posts last week, and one of them went mega viral, hundreds of thousands of views, got them, let's say, $20,000 earned. That's going to be a great post to showcase because it did well. So value dense image posts could also be those infographics that you see on LinkedIn that perform really well, that have a lot of value based in the image itself. You can break down whatever you want, but make the image the actual value point of this post. Now, with these 4 posts in mind, you can actually utilize a Google Sheet or a tool to actually build out your calendar with these 4 types in mind. So remember, behind the scenes, specific system breakdowns, your personal story posts or your storytelling, and then value dense image posts. A lot of value, a lot of selling, a lot of brand growth. You've got all 4 when you utilize these 4 content types. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how I write my hooks, because guys, writing hooks on LinkedIn is very important. It's also helpful when it comes to other social platforms as well. Now, I just took a couple of my posts a couple weeks ago just to show you how I wrote these posts. These did perform very well. This first one had about 50,000 impressions. So basically what this looks like is the hook is this part right here, the first line. Now on LinkedIn, the first 3 lines are seen on the timeline and that's it. Now, that's on a mobile device. On desktop device, it's the same thing, but since we have this white space here, you actually can't see anything below this first line because we have that white space. So the only hook that people can see before pressing that see more button is going to be this: I've seen some of the weirdest trends on LinkedIn in the last 6 months. That's all people can see. So it's those first couple of lines that really demonstrate if people are going to click on your post or not. So let me show you why people are clicking on this post. The first thing is I talk about my own personal thing. I talk about something that I've done. And the way I do that is I say I can say I've done this, or here's my system. I use the word my, or here's the thing that I do it. Using the word I've, my system, whatever it is, that's going to be showing that this post is about me, not about someone else, not about something that I Googled. It's about me. So utilize those words. And then I say something like, I've seen some of the weirdest trends. This is strange. People are like, okay, I want to learn more about the weirdest trends. Like, what are you seeing? And it's specific to LinkedIn because I'm targeting founders who want to grow on LinkedIn. Okay, so we're talking about the weirdest things that are happening on the platform that people want to grow on. They're going to be interested now. And then I say in the past 6 months. So I showcase some numbers here. People love numbers. Numbers perform really well in LinkedIn posts. So you utilize things like your personalization. I have done this, and then show something strange or makes people think about, okay, what could this be, or what could this post be about? That's why I say weirdest trends. And I use some numbers, 6 months. I have another example here below this. We've got this one. The hook is just these first 2 lines. Since this one is shorter, this second line actually showed up, and I've got some white space here. So it's just these first 2 lines that showed up on people's timelines. I did the same thing. Okay, so it's personalized, posted every day for the last 2.5 years. Okay, that sounds like you have a lot of authority. This is a authority-based hook. 2.5 years I've been on LinkedIn. Again, specific to LinkedIn. Here's my totally unfiltered opinions for you. So first off, I'm targeting my specific audience. I'm saying, okay, this is for LinkedIn people, and I'm also talking for you, okay? And this is my totally unfiltered opinions. If you go back up to this one, I said weirdest trends. This one I talk about unfiltered opinions. So I'm basically saying, hey, guys, listen to this post. I've got something strange that people are like, oh, well, like, I want to know about his opinions, or I want to know about his whatever it is, because he's been on the platform for 2.5 years, right? It's personalized. It shows my authority. Boom, this post is going to do well. Now, my next question for you is, what happens after your content does its job? So most people stop here. They say, okay, you've created your strategy, you've done your profile, you're creating content, now you're going to get leads. That doesn't make any sense, because if you create content, how are you getting leads? How do you know you're getting leads? How do you actually nurture people? And that's what I'm going to share with you right here, because after your content does the job, what's happening? What's going on? Let me show you. Okay, I call this the lead flow system. There are 4 parts to this, and I'm going to go through each one. Now, that first one is, how are your inbound leads finding you? So content, DMs, profile views. when you have all of your organic content, you've posted it, right? Now, people are going to organically find you through your content. They're going to send you connections. They're going to follow you. They're going to view your profile. You have all these triggers to figure out who's actually viewing your stuff, and you can actually act on that. So a couple of things to notice. First, profile views. If people go to your profile after watching one of your posts, they probably found it interesting enough to go to your profile. Second, they sent you a connection request. Now, LinkedIn these days have a lot of spam. There's a lot of spam connection requests, so half of them are probably going to be irrelevant. Just keep that in mind when you're going through your connections. Make sure you're targeting only your ICP. So if you have 50 connections, go through them. You're probably only going to have a few that are actually ICP. So just keep that in mind for when you are filtering through your DMs, your profile views, and of course, your content inbound. Let's go to the next step, which is the filtering process of those inbound leads. How do you actually qualify them? So I'll use a client that I had for an example. They are only targeting people in the United States and Canada. Anyone else in any other country is an automatic disqualification. They're also only targeting women. So any man, or any male figure, any founder, whatever it is, even if they're in the United States or Canada, they're disqualified. So we already have women in the US or Canada. That's already really, really far. There's a couple of other things we go through, which is like the headlines, the amount of time they've had their business, if they're active on LinkedIn. There's a few things to determine there, but basically what you want to do is have some criteria, have a checklist, and you can have it on a sticky note on the next to your laptop, whatever it is, and you can go through it. Every time you go through a lead, does it check off all the boxes? If it does, boom, that's going to be a lead into your CRM. If it doesn't reach all those qualifications, that's an X, remove it, delete it, throw it away. After you've done the filtering process, you should have left with ideal prospects. Now you have the nurture flow. What happens after entering, let's say, the email list? So let's say they grabbed your lead magnet. Let's say they went to your profile and signed up. What happens there? Now you need to have a very specific email flow. Typically what mine looks like is I send people to a second landing page after they sign up, and they're going to have a one-time thank you offer. And this offer is only available from that page specifically. Now, if they don't buy that, it's okay, because now they have another option in their email inbox waiting, which is your free lead magnet, which you can go ahead and sell your paid offer and upsell in your free stuff. So most importantly, the prospects that you got from your inbound leads, and then you filter them, and then you have them in the nurture flow, you want to book them a call or get them into something a little bit more specific rather than just a lead magnet. So for the nurture flow, you can have it from email lists. Maybe you can book them a call. Maybe you can have a one-on-one chat with them. Maybe you can invite them to your free community and then book a call from there. It just depends on what you want to offer in your time and place. But for my example, I go from content DMs and profile views to then qualify them. Do they meet the criteria? And then to a email list, and then to a booked call. Now, from there, you have the conversion conversation going from leads to clients, and that's going to be your sales call. That's going to be your email funnel that has a few emails that kind of nurture them up to the call, whatever it is. That's going to be the going from lead to client. All right, so now that we've gone through this system, I want you to finalize this checklist. The first thing you need to do is, did you update your profile banner with a single clear CTA? Once you've done that, you are golden. That's back to that first step we did. The second step is headline written using the outcome person method formula, the one I talked about, which is the showing who you help, how you help them, what you do, and then some social proof. Get that done. The next thing is featured section pointing to one lead magnet. You can do one free, one paid, two free, two paid, whatever section you want. That's going to be the featured section. Beautiful. Let's move on. Now, first 30-day content calendar mapped to your 3 core topics. Those 3 core topics I talked about, build a 30-day content strategy. And then once you're done with that, actually comment below this video and tell me that you've done it and show me the content strategy, and I can give you some pointers. Also, if you want to drop your LinkedIn profile to the bottom of this video, you can also do that, and I'll go ahead and audit it for 100% for free. I'll give you my 30 or 60-second brutal, honest review of your profile. After that, we've got the engagement pod or support network in place before you start posting. Now, this is actually a joke. I didn't want you to actually do this, but I wanted to see what your reaction would be. Guys, we're not doing engagement pods or networks like this. What you can do is you can send your post to your friends, your family, or other content creators. But guys, do not do engagement pods. These are horrible. Now, the last thing I want you to do is analytics review schedule for end of the month. So every end of the month, I want you to go through all your posts for the last 30 days and find what's working, what's not working, and double down on what is working and remove what is not working. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a lot of value out of this one. If you have any questions, please drop them below this video. If you haven't already, you can grab the LinkedIn growth system below this video. It's the first link in the description, and you can get started on LinkedIn in the next 30 days. Anyways, that's it for this one. I'll see you all in the next amazing video. Alex out.